1156, you want to go from rectangular to polar form. So you have these 4 points, A, B, C, and D, in rectangular form, and what you want to do is you want to put them in polar form. So it says graph these points on a rectangular grid. I'm going to do it one at a time, okay? So, and then I want to put it into polar form. So A, if I have A as -5, 5. If I would put that on a grid, I would go -5 here and then 5 here, and it would be a point right here. Now, what you want to think about is the pieces that you need for polar. So if I would draw a line here to the origin, what I do need to know is I do need the radius, and then I need to know the rotation to get to that. So since it's 5, 5, that cuts it directly in half. I know that's a 45-degree angle. So I know I'm going to be rotating 3 pi over 4. What I do need to know is the radius. So if I draw this down, what I know is I'm at 5, 5. So this is 5 and this is 5. -5, it doesn't matter. So what I would do is I would go ahead and use the Pythagorean theorem to figure out r. So you would have 5 squared plus -5 squared, doesn't matter because it's being squared, equals r squared. So 25 plus 25 equals r squared. 50 equals r squared, square root, plus minus, but I only need the plus part. And so that would be the square root of 50. Let's simplify that. So that'd be square root of 25, which is 5. And then times 2, which is root 2, which equals r. So if I want to put this into polar form, my polar form for this would be 5 root 2, comma, and then the rotation is 3 pi over 4. All right, let's do B. B is 0, 0, -4. So on a grid, 0, -4. So down here at -4, it's a point. Okay, so I already know the length, so I don't have to do anything with that. So the length here is 4. We'll go a +4, and then I'll do the rotation around. So the rotation around here would be 3 pi over 2. So that one's good. Letter C. C is 3 over 2 and then 3 root 3 divided by 2. All right, so that is in rectangular form. So if I would go ahead and graph this, so let me just bring that back, make that a little bit even. So if I bring this over, this is 3 pi over 2, and then it goes up to 3 root 3 over 2. So I have some point right about here, okay? So what I need to do is I need to find out the radius, and then I will need to find out the angle of rotation. So if I draw this down, what I do have here is this is 3/2, and this is 3 root 3 over 2. So I'll go ahead and I will find out the radius first. Now, a lot of the times you'll use the Pythagorean theorem, but in this case, I'm going to use something else because here's what I see. I see as I go from the base to the height, I'm multiplying this by root 3. So when I multiply that by root 3, I am going from the short side to the long side. If 3/2 is the short side, across from that is my 30 degrees. And then so across from my 3 root 3 over 2 would be 60 degrees. So what I want to realize now is I can go from the short side to the hypotenuse by multiplying by 2. So 3/2 times 2, the radius will be 3. So right now, I already have the radius now, just using what I know about special right triangles, so it's 3. And then I can see I already have the 60-degree angle in there. So that 60-degree angle would be a rotation of pi over 3. So that one's actually done. And then finally, let's do D. So D is -2, -3. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick graph. -2, -3, right here, and bring it back. So what I need to find is the radius here, and then the rotation. So this will be a length of 2, and this is a length of 3. So I need to find out the radius. So I would be saying 2 squared plus 3 squared, and I didn't put the negatives in there because they will cancel out, equals r squared. So 4 plus 9 equals r squared. 13 equals r squared. So r equals the square root of 13. So I have the radius. Now, to figure out theta, well, I'm going to use the 2 that I already had. I had the 2 and the 3, okay? So, and I'm going to use, if this was a negative and this, if it was a negative, it make it positive. So here's what I want you to think about, is in order to find this theta, I would be doing tangent theta equals opposite, which would be -3, over the adjacent, which would be -2. And then when I do the tan inverse here, I will then get theta to equal tan inverse of 3/2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's for this only here. How much more did I need? I need pi more. So when I go ahead and write this, ladies and gentlemen, here is my radius, the square root of 13. And then I have my tangent inverse of 3/2, but I have to add pi to it to get to this angle of rotation all the way around here. Let me draw it in a different color. So it's coming from here to here. So I have to have the pi plus that tan inverse of 3/2.